What's up, everybody? Colton Posey here, and today I'm going to teach you how to use your electronics more to your advantage. So what you already know adds a little bit of stuff to it and will help you see structures further out, give you a little bit more detail and stuff like that, and how I approach points and ditches and stuff like that when I'm graphing. So stay tuned, guys. This is something you don't want to miss. Okay guys, so the first little tip I can give you is on your down view. Now this does not necessarily apply to just Humminbird units. This applies to Garmin and Lowrance. But basically we got, if you can't tell, we got bluebird sunny skies today. I mean, it is just, it's not slick calm, it's windy and stuff, so this is a good day to be out graphing points and stuff like that. But what I want to do, the first thing that I want to do, now if you're colorblind, this ain't going to work for you, all right? So I actually want to set my down view color palette to green. This is what it looks like. Okay, now see what this does, it gives me a lot more detail just because it's brighter. So I get a lot more detail out of the bottom and fish ID sensitivity and stuff like that. So number one, set them color palettes to green on bluebird sunny skies. Okay guys, now this one is a big one now, and this one is just for Humminbirds. You Garmin and Lowrance guys, I'm sorry they don't have this yet, but I have the on this boat I have the Helix 9 G3N mega side imaging, and you guys that have smaller units, do not run your graph on auto. A good rule of thumb is whatever depth you're at, multiply it by 3 and set your range to that. That goes for whatever size graph you got. Although with a Helix 9, actually with a Helix 12 and smaller, you do not want to get anything that is or you don't want to set your range to anything under or over 65, I'm sorry. So the reason for that is you're not going to get as much detail out of your unit because you have a smaller screen, there's less pixels, so the bigger screen equals more range where you can tell exactly what you're looking at. But I just figured this out and I'm super stoked about it. I don't know how I didn't know about it, but it helps so much. Humminbird has the split position side imaging. And what that does, instead of you having 2 bars like this, so instead of having 2 bars like this where you can't, you know, it's like 125 foot on each side, you're not going to be able to tell anything on a smaller unit like this. So what you do, you change your views to the split view. Now what this does is, instead of showing a split screen down the middle, you're seeing the same split screen but one on top and one on bottom. This eliminates a lot of water. You guys that have smaller screens like this Helix 9, you can see a lot more. You can see a lot more detail, you can see a lot more everything. So you want to go to your views in your Humminbird and go down, it'll say side side. I'll actually just show y'all. Here you go. See it good. But I'm gonna hit menu, go to views, and it will say side combo view. You want to make that visible, and it will bring this up. It will look just like this. I'm not moving, so it's not going to show really good. But anyways, see, I have it going like this instead of right down the middle. That allows me to use my smaller screen to scan so much further and to see a lot more detail. See, That's eliminating a lot of extra water, and I'm going all the way out to 90 foot on each side now. So instead of having to run, my rule of thumb is anything under 12 and 10, you do not want to set your range further out than 55 feet. Okay, this allows me with my Helix 9 to project that instead of 80 something foot, I'm getting, or 90 foot, I'm getting, 100 foot, 120 foot. I don't know if you can see it real well, but it's it makes it a lot easier on us guys who have the smaller units, especially if you can afford, a Helix 12. So guys, I hope that helps you out. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell. That way every time I post a new video every Sunday, you'll get a notification. Feel free to drop a comment down below if you have any questions about this setting or how to set up your graph. I had a whole other video on that, on how to run the Humminbird, the best settings for the Humminbird. So like I was saying guys, that right there will help you utilize your smaller units, your Helix 9s, your Helix 8s, your Helix 7s, and get so much more detail out of it. You don't have to go out and buy that 12-inch screen, which it's not good for Humminbird, but it is good for us. It helps us out a lot. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you check me out on Facebook and Instagram. My Instagram account's Colton Posey Fishing, and my Facebook account's Professional Angler Colton Posey. I appreciate y'all.